Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles, and welcome to the X-Sums files pack, where I'm presenting a puzzle called Battleaxe, which was created by Virtual and myself, BremSter and Virtual. And I haven't spoken to Virtual in like 5 months. We created this puzzle and completely forgotten how this works. I opened this puzzle. I took a break from recording this pack a few months ago, and it's taken me this long to get back to it. And while these puzzles are being presented out of order, and there's puzzles that you will see later that I did record months ago, I do not remember this. I opened this and just was like, what is this? So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. But I know Virtual and I remember sitting down with Virtual and making a couple of puzzles, and this was obviously one of them, but I don't remember the puzzle at all. So, of course, there'll be a link below to where you can try this puzzle for yourself, as well as to access the entire pack. I'm going to go through the rules and then give this a try. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have X-sums. So a number outside the grid gives the sum of the first n digits in that row or column, where n is the digit in the cell closest to the given clue. So for example, if this is a 4, then those 4 cells sum to 15. If this is a 3, then those 3 cells sum to 15. If this is a 5, then those 5 cells sum to 15. The same is true for all the others. If this is a 4, then those 4 sums sum to 12. That's how it works. And then Renban, digits placed on purple lines must be a non-repeating set of consecutive digits in any order. So for example, if we were to put a 1 on this line, then there would have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because when we took those digits off the line and sorted them, they'd have to be a run of consecutive digits. They could be in any order, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, that would be fine, but they must be a run of consecutive digits in order on the line. If we were to take the 5 off and make this a 6, this is now broken because 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 is not a run of consecutive digits. They're the rules of the puzzle. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So the way to often start X-sums puzzles is to figure out what the digits in the n cells could be, because you can do 9 in 2 or 3. It can't be a 1 here, because a 1 here would just be counting itself, and this would have to be a 1 clue. And the minimum that 4 could be is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which sums to 10. So any clue that is under 10 can never be 4 or higher. Now 15, this could go as high as 5, but it can't. So this has to be 2, 3, or 4, and it can't be a 2, because if this is a 2, this would have to be a 13. So this is a 3 or a 4. Now 30. 30 can go as high as 7. And the way I'm realizing it can't go higher than 7 is an entire row of a Sudoku sums to 45. And whatever this is taking up the cells. So if I say this entire row sums to 45, and if this was an 8, then those cells would sum to 30, and this cell would have to sum to 45 minus 30, which doesn't work. So because this would have to be a 15. So that doesn't work. So this cell here could go only as high as 7, but 30, what's the minimum? So 7 is its maximum, because I could make those 2 cells sum to 15. I'm not looking at the clue outside yet. I'll get to that and think of that logic later. Now, what's the minimum it could be? If I made this 3, those digits would need to sum to 23. It doesn't work. If I made this 4, those 3 cells would need to sum to 26, and that doesn't work either, because the maximum would be 7, 8, 9, and 7, 8, 9 is 24, and 24 plus 4 is only 28. So this is only 5, 6, or 7. Okay, that's a thing, and we'll get rid of the coloring. 12, you can't do in 2, 3, or 4, because as I said, remember, 15 is the minimum for a 5. So this is a 3 or a 4. 16, you could do 16 in 3, you could do 16 in 4, you can't do 16 in 5. Now, remember, I did say the minimum that 16 could be is 5. Minimum 5 could be is 15, but you can't do 16 in 5 for a different reason. Let's look at the 5 digits, the minimum 5 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, those sum to 15. If I was to make those digits sum to 16, I need to do that by increasing one of those digits by 1. Now, I can't increase the 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4 by 1 without causing a duplication. Increase the 1 by 1, I have 2 2s, 2 by 1, I have 2 3s, etc. But I could increase the 5 by 1, and they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. But if I make this a 5 clue, these all need to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, but I just put a 5 there. So if this is a 5, those 3 digits would need to if this is a 5, those 5 digits are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, but I just put a 5 in them, and it just doesn't work. So this is only a 3 or a 4, and that's a 3-4 pair on a Renban, which is interesting. What can this be? Well, it can't be 1. It could be 2, 3, or 4. This is a 38 clue, though, which is very restricted. Minimum of 38 clue can be. Could I do it in 5? No, 5 doesn't work because the minimum 4 cells would be 6, 7, 8, 9, which is only 30. This is at least 6. This is 6, 7, or 8, and it can't be 8 because if this is an 8, that would be all of those, and this would need to be a 7. So this is only a 6 or a 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, maybe. If this is a 2, that's a 6 because of the Renban. And the 15, maximum is 5. Minimum is 3, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, every one of these long Renban lines needs to have a 5 on it. That's not a 5. That's a 3 or a 4. Every one of these long Renban lines needs to have a 5 on it. Because if I start at 1 and go up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then there is a 5 on the line. If I start at 9 and go down, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, then there's a 5 on it. So there must be a 5 on this line, and it's in one of those 2 cells. Because I can't put a 5 here, here, or here by Sudoku. There must be a 5 in one of these 2. If that's a 5... If that's a 3, those digits have to sum to 12. And that might be a problem, because if this is a 3, no, this can't be a 2. If this is a 2, this is a 7. 2, 7, but 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is a 2, this has to be a 7 to make the 9 sum. But then I need 3 digits to connect 2 and 7, and that doesn't work. Because 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'd need to put 3, 4, 5, and 6 into 3 cells. This is a 3, this is a 4. And now I know that's a 5. This is a 4. These digits here, okay, let's talk about why I know this is a 5. Because those digits there sum to 15. But we know an entire row of a Sudoku sums to 45. But 30 plus 15 is 45. So if this is a 6, those digits would sum to 30, and those would sum to 15, and that digit would be counted twice. So the sum would be less than 45, because it would be 30 plus 15 minus whatever that digit is. And if this is 7, it's even worse. So this must be a 5. And now where's the 5 on this line? I can't put a 5. I can't put a 5 here, 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 or here. This is a 5. And this 9 sum is 3 plus 5 plus 1. This is cool. Don't remember this at all. Those digits have to sum to 11. Now, so that can't be a 6, can it? Maybe. So this line is either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now this can't be a 7, can it? Because 4, 7 would be 11, and that'd need to be a... Oh, hang on. 4, 7, I'm at 11, and then those 2 digits would need to sum to 4, which would be 1 and 3. It doesn't work. That's not a 7. If this is 4, 6, those digits need to sum to 5, and it would need to be 2 and 3. That could perhaps work. 7, 6, not sure. But what's the minimum here? The minimum here is 2 and 6, isn't it? So the maximum here is 3. Because the minimum here is 2 and 6, because 1, 3, 4, and 5 is gone. If there's no 2 in here, the minimum here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And 13 plus 4, I've already blown the total before I add that digit. So there is a 2 in here. And therefore, if this is 2, 6, these sum to, if this is 2, 6, then these are 12, and that's a 3. If this is 2, 7, then these are 13, and that would need to be a 2, and I'd have 2 2s. So it can't be 2, 7. If this is 2, 8, this is a 1. But this is a 1 or a 3. If this is a 1, this is a 2. If this is a 3, this is a 2 or a 4. Oh, the 4 is looking down, making this the 3. So this is the 1. So these digits have to sum to 10. So they're 2, 8. And the 1 here means this is the 2, this is the 8, this is the 2. There's no 2 here. So this can't be a 1. If this is a 1, that would need to be a 2, and it can't be. Sorry, I took the wrong thing out. But this still could be either 6, 7 or 2, 6. But there must be a 6 in one of those two. 4, 2. Hang on, if this is 4, 6, if this is 4, 6, that's 10, and those digits would need to sum to 5. Oh, they'd have to be 2, 3. What are these? Oh, the 3 means this is a 4. And this is 4 digits summing to 12. Which must have a 1 in them. Because if they don't, they're 2, 3, 5. Oh, which does work. 2, 3, 4, 5 is 12. No, they're not. If there's no 1, these are 2, 3, 5, which is way over 12. Because 4, 5, 2 is 11, add 3. No, I'm way over the total. There must be a 1 in here. So there's a 1 in one of those two. Now, if there's no 2 in here, it'd be 1, 3, 5. And 1, 3, 5 is 9 plus 4 is 13. There must be a 2 in here. So there's a 1 and a 2 in those 3 cells. And the 2 can't go in any of those. So that's the 2, that's the 1. These sum to 7, 7 meaning that's the 5. And now where's 5 on this line? Because there must be a 5 on each of those lines. That's the 5 on the line. And this is either a 1, which it can't be, so that's a 6, because it can't be a 1. So it's either 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These digits are 7 and 9. Oh, and I know because of the 16 sum. This is a 3-cell 16 sum, which is 3 plus 6, which is 9. So that's the 7 and that's the 9. Wow. I'm happy with this puzzle. This is done and this is done. 4 is in one of those two by Sudoku. 1 is over here. There's no 3 here anymore. 2, 8 or 4. This can't be a 4. If this is a 4, these would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is blatantly wrong. This is 2 and 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This now must be a 6 because I can't make them. And make 2, 3, 4, 5 doesn't connect to a 7. And these are 3, 4, and 5. There's no 5 there. There's no 3 there. There's no 4 there. That's the 3. And this is a 4, 5 pair. This is kind of cool. I'm proud to have my name on this. I don't remember this puzzle at all. This 36 clue is done because I've got the 7 outside. So the 36 clue is done. As soon as I do one of these other clues over here, as soon as I do like this clue, this one is done. But let's try and do some. There's no 2 on this. So there must be a 6 on this. because 3, 4, 5, there's a 6 and a 7 on this line. So it's either 3, 6, 7 or 6, 7, 8. There's no 8 there. Right. What are these 4 digits? Well, what's that digit? It can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's only 7 or 9. Can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 8. That's 7 or 9. If that's, so this is only 6 or 8. I've got to do this, surely. If this is 4, 6, if this is 4, 6, then these have to sum to 5. Oh, right. If this is 4, 6, this can't sum to 5 anymore because 2, 3. This isn't a 6. This is a 2. So this is a 6. And now those digits need to sum to 9 because I've already got 6. So these sum to 9. They can't be 1, 8. They can't be 2, 7. They can be 3, 6. They can't be 4, 5. These are 3 and 6, and the 6 makes that the 3 and that the 6. And now both of these clues are done because if these are 4 digits summing to 15 and these are 5 digits summing to 30, the leftover digits, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are 7, 8, 9. 24 plus 6 is 30. That just works. That's not a 9. And the rest has to be done by Renban and Sudoku. Ouch. There's no 6 here. Okay. 3 in this row with this is now here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7, 8, 9. Six is in one of those two. 5 is right here by Sudoku. Can I do more with 5s? 5 is in one of those two. 5 is in one of those two because of that 5. No, okay. Or maybe, but 3 is in here. Is it this line? This is a triple. 6, 7, and 9. There's no 6 here. So this is the 8, and there's no 8 in here. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 6, and 8. Oh, the 9 makes this 7, which doesn't resolve the 6 or the 8 at all, but these are now 2 and 4. And the 2 is looking up, making that the 4 and that the 2. This is the 9 that's not in the column, and these are 1, 4, and 5. There's no 5 there. Okay. These are 1, 5, and 7. There's no 5 there. I need something else. Four in this row must go here because I can't put it repeated on the line and I can't put it repeated in this box. So this is 3, 7, or 9. And it can't be a 3. So that's a 7, 9 pair. This becomes a 3, which means this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's no 3 or 8 here. This is a 6, 7 pair. 4 in this box is now right there. Which puts 4 down here. This triple. 1, 8, 9. Wow. Two in this row is in one of those two. Four is looking down, making that the 5 and that the 4. The 5 looks up saying that's not the 5, so this is the 5. This is not the 4, this is not the 5. The 1-4 pair makes this the 5. This isn't a 6 because of the 6. That's the 8, making that the 9 and that the 8. What's this triple? 1, 2, 7. Well, there's no 2 there. This line will do something, but I can't see what yet. 4 is in one of those 3. No, 4 is in one of those 2. If that's a 4, that can't be a 4. If this is a 4, this would have to be a 3 or a 5, and it can't be. That's the 4, meaning that's the 1 and that's the 4. This pair is 2 and 6. There must be an even digit on this, because this is a pair of consecutive digits, and every pair of consecutive digits must have an even digit. A 2 would be here with a 1 here, because I couldn't put a 3 on it. An 8 or a 6 here would need this to be a 7, or an 8 here would need this to be a 7 or a 9. I don't think that's it. Let's try and look for something else. There's no 3 here. This can only be... Oh. No, I've got options though. This could be 6 or 8, but this could be 2. So if this is 2, this is 1. If this is 6, this is 7. And if this is 8, this is 7 or 9. They're the only possibilities. So that is a 1, 6, 8, 9 quadruple. So this is a 2. Where's 7 in this column? That could never be a 7, because this would have to be a 6 or an 8. That's a 7. There's no 7 there. There's no 7 there. 7 is up here. So this is the 9. This is the 7. So where's 9 in this box? It has to be in one of those 2, but it can't be there. That's the 9, making that the 6. These are 1, 2, and 7, and that's not the 7. That's the 7. The 1, 2 pair looks across, making that the 9, making that the 8, because they have to be consecutive. Looking up, making that the 6, taking 6 out of there. The 8 looks up, taking 8 out of those. That's the 8. This is a 1, 9 pair. Wow. This digit is the 3 that hasn't been placed in the row, and these are 1 and 6, with the 1 looking down, making that the 6 and that the 1. The 6 looking up, making that the 7 and that the 6. The 7 looking down, making that the 9 and that the 7. The 3 looking up, making that the 8 and that the 3. Okay. The 6 looks across, making that the 9 and that the 6. The 9 looks back, making that the 1 and that the 9. The 1 looks back, making that the 7. Which means this is not the 7. We need a 1 and a 2 in this row, so this is 1 or 2. But this column is missing. No, it's not. The 2 is looking up, making that the 1, that the 2. The 1 looks down, making that the 7 and that the 1. The 1 looks down, making that the 2 and that the 1. And this box is missing 3 and 8. And I'll use that 8 to make that the 3 and that the 8. And that is the solution to the puzzle. Again, this is another old one. So it's been 150 days approximately since I last looked at this puzzle. No wonder I didn't remember anything about it. But this sort of Renban trick about forcing digits onto Renban and therefore forcing the geometry or the digits onto and off of the Renban by this by the X-Sums, that feels like a very BremSter trick, though it also feels like a very virtual trick. So either of us could have been responsible for this. Blame both. Blame both of us. I think we'd be happy if you blamed both of us. If you think it's bad, blame both of us. If you think it's good, then give it to the other one. Yeah, whichever one you're talking to, give credit to the other one. That's the way we roll. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I really hope you're enjoying the pack. This has been a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying working through trying to catch up with the puzzles, and I'll try and get more done and get the pack out as soon as I can. Thanks everyone, and as always, good luck with your solving.